grasp all, lose all. Hollywood show has Meg's true color after exploiting them to make money. Harry and Meghan Markle have been accused of wanting to be part of the Hollywood super-rich elite as they rake in millions from their lucrative media deals. The couple relocated from the UK to the US in early 2020 when they relinquished their roles as working members of the royal family. In September of that year, Harry and Meghan signed a bumper deal with online streaming giant Netflix, with reports suggesting it was worth an eye-watering $100 million, £82 million. In 2021, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex reportedly made a whopping $25 million when signing an exclusive deal with Spotify for their Archie audio podcast series. That same year, Harry announced a lucrative multi-book deal with Penguin Random House. Earlier this week, the prince set a record with his tell-all memoir Spare after the English-language version sold more than 1.4 million copies on its first day of publication. Niall Gardner, a Washington-based foreign policy expert, believes Harry and Meghan are trying to build a dynasty in the US, generating as much wealth as possible and making full use of their royal titles. He told Express.co.uk, their strategy is twofold. For as long as possible, they want to maximize their royal titles and generate as much wealth as they possibly can while carrying those titles. They don't just want to be wealthy, they want to be super wealthy and part of the Hollywood super-rich elite. The second part of their strategy is they want to build some type of dynasty in America, and Meghan sees herself as some kind of future political leader. Building up a great deal of wealth, potentially worth hundreds of millions of dollars, is important for that goal. Meghan and Harry see themselves as part of the US ruling elite, and they want to be a key part of that. Building up a big fortune is huge part of this, hence the Netflix documentary series, the Spotify podcasts and the book deal. But in a bitter blow to Harry and Meghan, Mr. Gardner believes the US is now turning on the couple, with the American public now seeing them as endlessly whining Hollywood-style celebrities. He also claims this has been amplified following the global release of Harry's bombshell memoir and interviews in the US to promote it, which has seen him launch a series of bombshell claims against the royal family. Hollywood is tired of hearing the Duke of Sussex talk about his frostbitten penis, US comedian Chelsea Handler has said. Reference to Harry and his controversial memoir Spare was made at the 28th Annual Critics' Choice Awards, CCA, on Sunday. In the book, which has become the fastest-selling non-fiction book since its release, the Duke discussed a trip to the North Pole, and described how his gentleman's parts had been frost-nipped. Opening the CCA ceremony, host Handler discussed the success of award-nominated Netflix show Dharma. "Before we get started, I just want everyone to know that we are here to have fun and keep the vibes high," she told audiences. "I know that I have a reputation that precedes me, but you should all know that I have visited 2 years of therapy. So everyone is safe now." She added, Dharma became the third highest viewed show on Netflix with a combined watch time of 1 billion hours, which apparently is the same amount of time we're going to have to listen to Prince Harry talk about his frostbitten penis. It's enough already. with his tell-all memoir Spare after the English-language version sold more than 1.4 million copies on its first day of publication. Niall Gardner, a Washington-based foreign policy expert, believes Harry and Meghan are trying to build a dynasty in the US, generating as much wealth as possible and making full use of their royal titles. He told Express.co.uk, their strategy is twofold. For as long as possible, they want to maximize their royal